Good morning to you, Craig. And we're waiting to see how those legal actions actually play out today in several courts across the nation. 42 million people rely on SNAP benefits. We're at the Macedonia AME Church in Jamaica, which will open its doors in less than an hour this morning. 2/3 of the people who receive those food benefits are families with children. They will be eager to stock their pantries this morning. SNAP benefits, the federal food program that feeds tens of millions across the country who live at or below the federal poverty line of $32,000 in income for a family of four, has run dry. The government did not refill the $8 billion a month program on Saturday amidst the ongoing government shutdown.
Yes, it affects me because, it helps me on food. I need to eat. I'm not working right now.
And across New York, the impacts are being felt. Food pantries and soup kitchens have been getting ready for what they expect will be a greater demand. There was a food giveaway at a playground in the Mount Hope section of the Bronx on Saturday as people woke up to no funds on their SNAP cards. And an Upper West Side church this weekend knows they need to do more.
We usually do about 100. We're planning for about 130. We give out a bag of food, so it'll have a sandwich, it'll have soup, it'll have salad, it'll have a health bar, it'll have a hard-boiled egg.
There is legal action underway to extract money from the federal government to fund the EBT cards. Judges in Rhode Island and Massachusetts ruling it must be done. And 25 state attorneys generals have legally challenged the move to not provide the vital funds. The government has a $5 billion contingency fund, and Democrats say there's another $23 billion available to pay benefits. Meanwhile, in Harlem, tensions are heightened after the store said it received threats on social media and requested police presence outside while increasing security inside.
Thanksgiving is coming up. This is the time for everyone to come together, families to get together. And this is the time, when people actually need their benefits.
Local restaurants also stepping in to fill the gap. Many across our area in Bed-Stuy, Jatame, and Cayo, both giving out breakfast. In Harlem, St. Joseph's Church and Field Trip USA giving out 300 meals today. And in Ridgewood, next Monday, Gunther's giving away free soup. Meanwhile, in New York City, you can call 311 New York State 211 in order to find access to more information about food benefits. We've also put a link on our page, pix11.com, linking you to food pantries and other places too.
Shalom. Kal halal Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wahah, Wachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing his word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Amathia from Great Millstone, Dallas. And as you see on the screen that we just watched this video, SNAP benefits delayed, leaving families in New York without food aid. And as the news said that it's like 42 million people that are actually working on food or like food stamps, SNAPs, and things like that. This is something that will affect a lot of Americans. This is something that is going to be orchestrated to bring the uproar to the people. This is going to be a very interesting month. Okay, this month of November 2025. All right, because when you look at how many people it's going to affect possibly around 42 million people, as she said, that's on the benefits, that we know of. It could be more. But when you pull up like the size of California is just under 40 million people. So this is basically like the whole state of California without benefits, unable to receive SNAP benefits or what have you to help with food. So it's going to be a lot of plates that's not going to be coming out to people's dinner tables as they usually do. So this is something that's going to change. All right. And then, as you mentioned, they have all these different pantries and things like that this could be considered like a little small portion of healing Babylon. We're going to help patch up the wound as far as if they're not receiving the benefits of their full amount, they're going to use that to help compensate for it. Okay. It says in Jeremiah 51, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go to everyone to their own country. All right. This is a part of the judgment, and it's only the beginning. Okay. The beginning of sorrows, the beginning of famine, pestilence, all these things that are about to come down the pipe here in Babylon, aka America, the virgin daughter of Babylon. And it's nothing but confusion is about to happen here. Wickedness and more and more confusion. Okay. And these food pantries are, like it says on the screen here, step up to help people. Okay, it's on SNAP benefits despite judge rulings. Now, the ruling that the judge is setting up for, all right, they're setting up to have like a emergency fund, So these emergency funds are setting up to help cover some of the November expenses or benefits, So using that emergency fund will help, like I say, only half will receive that normal amount. Okay, when you go into that emergency fund, only half, So this is gonna be like a partial payment, and it's gonna be actually delayed. They said possibly a delay for weeks or if not months. So this is something that they're having people to feel a little more relief to. They're relieved to hear that, but certain stipulations still have to go through for that. So this is some where he's trying to say, okay, calm down, don't get this. Things are coming around, but hey, this is gonna be like I said, interesting month. This is only the beginning of things that are about to change, because before the end come, before the kingdom of heaven come, you have to have chaos, you have to have turmoil, and Esau is gonna bring forth that solution, which is gonna be that sea hill. This is all what's coming down. Okay. And it's also setting up also for that new worldwide currency, which is going to be implemented, because you're not going to get out of this $1 trillion debt America is set up to be. That is America is in. Not setting up, but they're in now. Okay. So I'm gonna give me a precept here. Matter of fact, let's see here. This is Lamentations 4 in verse Lamentations 4 in verse 9. It says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. That's right. Because the sword is what? It can be a quick way to take someone's life, okay, to unalive them. With the sword it takes it takes one or two swipes. You can be in it and gone right away. But with the being stricken or being set up and be slain with hunger, that is something that takes time. That's something that you're gonna go when your body, like I said, your body, if you go on the ketosis, or if you go 18 or 2 to 3 days without eating, your body can set up to repair itself and start wiping out, taking away certain things in your body to help rebuild and repair. But if it continues, your body needs fuel. Okay, it needs something to keep going off of. So your body will start eating itself, and instead of the things in your body that is taken away to help build it, it's going to start taking away more nutrients and things like that. So you're going to be to a point where it's going to be taking yourself out. Slocky. So you need that fuel, which is your food. The food helps fuels your body. But over in due time, when you don't receive food or fuel for your body starts to take away from itself. So you start breaking down internally. And that's the process that becomes excruciating, and it's a slow, lingering process for you to end up perishing. And you're gonna see that more here in Babylon the Great as things get bad, because people don't understand. They constantly walk around, they see something, and they don't pay attention to what's going on in the world. And what we're trying to tell you is these things are about to be done. We're at the end. We're at the last leg, the final lap. All right. And it says, Lamentation 4:9 says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away stricken through for what of the fruits of the field. All right. The hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. All right. And that time the siege was on Jerusalem. You had what? You had women that were getting to a point where they were side naked, basically cooking their children. This is a thing that happens in desperation of needing to or having that need to eat something. Okay, like we say here, it's like those cartoons when they ain't ate in a while and they looking at their friends or something, and their friend end up, like you say, Goofy looking at one of another character, and they start looking like a big chicken or a big turkey. That's what happens when it gets to this point. And am I saying that we're at that point now? Not quite, but like I said, this is the beginning of the start of things. This is the beginning of famine. We ain't seen it like it's going to be in a very, very short time. Okay? Even with these snaps, now it's benefits that they may still be receiving, but it's going to be more it's going to be basically a lot of things that's going to be required. As far as I think after November 1st, it was saying that you have to be, if you're 18 or 64, you have to have certain training, or you have to go to work a certain period of time per month or something like that. If you used to be like 18, you have a child that was 18 or younger, 18 or so, then, or younger, you can basically be at home. But now that'll move to 14. All right, so 14 and up, then you basically have to meet certain requirements to receive benefits, to work, to actually say you're not working. There got to be a general reason. These things are coming down the pipe, okay? And there's no way to heal it, because the Lord, this is basically the Lord's judgments being set up on Babylon the Great, on the people. And ultimately, it's going to be set up for the bringing in of the Charagma, okay? This is setting up for the Charagma. So I just wanted to bring that out. Hey, Lord willing, this will be edifying to the elect of Israel. I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Wahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yah, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.